my own personal portfolio. While I can't give you a plug and play, set and forget and make $1 billion overnight bot, I put my money where my mouth is, and I use this exact framework to build all of my trading bots. But look, you've seen trading bots in the wild, you've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear of quants that have become wildly successful and make crazy money, so you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're super smart, because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed into all of it. Now, I know what it feels like, dude. Not just to not make money trading, but to lose money due to emotions or just my poor human judgment. Everything else I could just work harder at and I would get better, but for trading, for some reason I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night staring at the charts, just hoping it would go my way, just to fall asleep to a liquidation email. When you know you're ambitious and you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like, dude, I'm never gonna stop trading, but I keep losing. Look, I get that. It's normal for manual traders, hand traders, lose money. Remember, 95% lose. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to being a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading for the rest of your life so you can build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. I will help you automate your trading only if you are willing to step up, challenge yourself, and take this challenge. And I will help you automate your trading in the next 15 days in the Algo Trade Camp. Here's the big secret you've been waiting for. As an automated trader from home, there's really only 3 things you need to do to be extremely successful. Number 1, you have to build great trading ideas. Build a list of great trading ideas. You then test those ideas to see if they worked in the past. And if they worked in the past, then build a bot with tiny size to make sure they still work in the live market. If you can do all 3 of those things, it's pretty hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone who has great trading ideas, who tested them constantly and deployed them with tiny size, not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another fact. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened to me. When you combine these 3 different elements, success isn't only possible, it's repeatable. This is my RBI framework. It comes down to researching, R, backtesting, B, and then implementing into bots, I. And when you make the right decision and you decide to meet me in the Algo Trade Camp, I'll show you exactly how to automate your trading strategy. And if you don't have one, we have hundreds we've researched from PhDs to get you started on your journey right now. And I want to help you automate your trading right now, not a year from now. No, I want to help you right now. If you don't know how to code, don't worry. I didn't know how to code either. I'll teach you step by step in the next 15 days. Listen, I had one bot that did me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have a big team or an unfair advantage. I'm standing here in a bedroom with a whiteboard behind me. I don't have employees, investors, or any long-term obligations. I'm free as a bird. I don't have a Lambo or some fancy New York City office or Miami office. I'm a simple guy with a simple life. All I do is code with AI live on YouTube, just me, you, my computer, and my whiteboard. Quick story I like to leave out because it's a little bit embarrassing. But when I first got interested in automating my trading, I knew I had to learn to code because it would just be way too expensive to hire a developer to constantly update my bots. Anyways, I locked in for 2 to 4 hours a day until I successfully built my first bot. And then I put 10K in, and over the next 30 days, I watched that 10K go to 0. No wonder I was a losing hand trader. I was trading a strategy that didn't work, a strategy a bot couldn't even figure out. And I was trading it as a human. That day, though, I developed my RBI framework to ensure I only run profitable bots. My RBI framework is simple. Research strategies, R, then backtest those strategies, B, and see if they work in the past. If they work in the past, then implement them with small size, not 10K. Hey, I'm Moondev, and that day, I developed a passion for trading bots and showing my RBI secret I uncovered. Duh, you have to test your bots before you run them with $10,000. If you can constantly research new trading ideas, then constantly backtest those ideas to see if they work in the past, and then take those that worked in the past and implement them into a bot with small size. If you can do that, you can't help but become a profitable algo trader. I'm just an independent trader from my bedroom who figured out a better way to approach the market, and I believe code's a great equalizer. If you know how to code, you can build cash flow for generations, for the rest of your life. So the way I looked at automating my trading was I could learn all this, and worst case scenario, I know how to code and I could get a job for like 100K plus at a tech company. But best case scenario was I could have automated trading bots for the rest of my life. Now that's a solid risk reward if you ask me. Look, I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I want you to look me up, Google me, search Moondev. You can see everything I am saying is true. I have videos of every single bot I've ever built, all for free on YouTube, including that one that made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. But just because it worked for me does not mean it's going to work for you. The number one rule of automating trading is to never run someone else's bot. Just like I got wrecked for $10,000 on my first bot, how would you possibly know if you downloaded a bot off the internet what it does, or when somebody runs it, or when they are hedging? No one will ever give you a profitable trading bot. That's the number one way to spot a scam. So if you're on the internet, YouTube, whatever, and it says a plug and play, make 1 ETH a day or 20% a day, you know that's a scam.